a fire inside of Coach Will. No!
Come on!
Look at this! What the hell? The referee disbanded from the
Call for that bell, Bobby Rossi. What is going on? Ringing the bell. The Kings guard, Peter Gianni, super throwing young boy. Wait a minute. Calling for the perfect strangers.
AJP and Stephen Lust are out here, ready to do some damage. Wait, so's T Phoenix.
Whoa. You guys in a rush? Yeah. You came out here, it looked like you wanted to wrestle. I'd say maybe you should wrestle.
Wait, they're not.
What I want you to do is announce this as a tag team championship match. The Kings Guard against AJP and Stephen Lust right now.
What?
For the championship or the championship?
You heard it, folks.
We now have ourselves an RWA Tag Team Championship match. The Kings Guard will defend against, that's what he told me. Will defend against the Perfect Stranger.
We've got ourselves an official here at ringside. He's looking to be making his way out. The Kings Guard is trying to veto this as hard as they can, but it has been made official. The powers that be, the one named T, has made this a tag team matchup, and I'm not so sure that Freebird rules apply on this one.
Stephen Lust, AJP coming to the aid of Coach Will, and the Kings Guard rushing right away. We don't even have starting quarterbacks. Trading blows. Young boy right now, super throw. Going at it with Stephen Lust and AJP. Coming to this one hot.
I'm not going to lie. I'm rather jealous of Super Throws here.
Really? I think he's selling some at the merch table. Maybe I'll get you a set.
I appreciate that. Oh, look at this. I appreciate the double offense taking place by the Perfect Strangers. And they're making it look so cool. You want to talk about being on the same page.
Stephen Lust and AJP have that chemistry. We talk about chemistry. We mentioned it numerous times throughout the show. The Kings Guard having 2 matches as a team, and the second one winning tag team championships is impressive alone. Young boy, impressive. Yeah, not so much of that one.
It's all about being in the right place at the right time. These guys were Conor McGregor's left hook back when nobody saw it coming. Now that the read is out, it doesn't look like the Kings Guard's faring very well for themselves.
Bobby Rossi, we weren't even expecting this. We heard AJP and Stephen Lust were in the house. Never mind getting an RWA Tag Team Championship match. This is huge.
Well, here's the thing, folks. We try to do our best to host unbiased competition, and we have not seen a lot of that throughout 2025. You want to talk about the deck being stacked against the roster? Jesus Christ.
Stephen Lust and Young Boy officially being the starting quarterback for this match. See who wants it more. Drilling Young Boy into that top buckle. He's feeling
first.
this one.
Oh my God. Stephen Lust wasting no time. He ascends to the second buckle here. And Young Boy is just getting his melon pieced up right now. Oh, yeah! And he's feeling it, folks. The right stuff is in step. AJP makes his way between the ropes here, being kicked to the midsection. And Young Boy hasn't fared any offense so far. Not one bit.
Absolutely dividing that ring in half. AJP and Stephen Lust. That's where the experience comes in. Big kick to the face.
Cover applied. Rushing into position, maybe putting the cart before the horse. AJP had the right idea in mind, just didn't quite have it well executed. Nonetheless, he wisely makes the tag to Lust, keeping one another fresh. Fatigue is often something to be considered in a matchup such as this. And And with a pair of elbows, the Perfect Strangers are looking like a perfect tag team.
Only to the count of one. Super Pro tried coming in. Steven Lust only able to get to count of one. Picking up Young Boy, securing that pressure.
Whoa, man, with a whole lot of mustard behind that Portuguese whip. Steven Lust sends Young Boy into the opposing buckles. And AJP is just putting the boots to him. Young Boy still not really showing many signs of offense here. He deflects AJP in his knee lift attempt, but eats a back elbow in the process. Dishes one out to Super Fro. Oh! Big shoulder thrust by AJP.
Oh, Super Fro's there to get this one. And Young Boy with the big kick to AJP. We talk about Perfect Strangers having this one in the bag. Young Boy isn't done.
Yeah, that was some perfect timing by both Young Boy and Super Fro. That's the thing, man. You can have your back up against these ropes all match, but if you know how to pick and choose your spots, you can turn things around on a dime. And it looks as if the King's Guard has done just that.
Dividing the ring is huge, and the Perfect Strangers had that one in the bag right off the rip. But the King's Guards find ways, learning from BMT, learning from Ariel, aligning themselves with people like Peter Gianni. They are learning techniques, and this is one of them. This is unreal, Bobby Rossi.
This is what leads to winning championships. So I hate to see it. I hate even more to admit it, but it's the truth. Sometimes you got to create advantages for yourself, and the King's Guard appears to be doing just that. AJP still on the receiving end of the King's Guard's offense. Young Boy with the pin here. Doesn't quite know where he is, though, in my opinion. You want to get your opponent pinned, folks. Drag that sucker to the middle of the ring.
Big kicks right there from Young Boy, brushing Steven Lust off. Super Fro coming in, the referee not even realizing that. Oh, Bobby Rossi, you talk about winning championships. This isn't real. These are the guys representing the RWA tag team division.
Look, man, it is what it is. This is professional wrestling. Not everyone walks in between those ropes with respect for their competitors. Young Boy now, he elects to, instead of fighting AJP's fight, he's looking to keep him grounded. Wise choice here, but let's face it, AJP's got a lot more muscle mass on him. He's gonna force his way up to a vertical regardless. Does just that, a couple shots to the ribs. Young Boy, damn near misjudging his space there. Damn near takes the head off of AJP. This is what I talk about when I talk about creating opportunities for yourself. And this is it right here.
We talk about former RWA champions, former hype champions, former tag team champions. AJP and Steven Lust aren't any slouches here, so you said it perfectly. You have to find that opening, whatever it could be. You have to find that weakness to try to pinpoint them down. And the King's Guards are doing that exactly. We talk about it. We don't want these guys representing the tag team division.
Hey, I may not want it, but the thing of it is, it goes to either the fiercest competitor or those who are in the right place at the right time. 2 count applied here, and that's usually what it boils down to, at official Chris Sanders. Now, there are a lot of people that would have, quaked at the idea of taking on AJP and Steven Lust while these two were actually running for the locker room. But right now, they are full of confidence and full of maybe some bad decisions here.
2 attempts, 2 unsuccessful ones. AJP winding up right now.
Peter Gianni is having some hesitation here. Not so sure our camera caught it, but nonetheless, AJP makes the tag he needed to make. A fresh Steven Lust is showing us what the right stuff is all about.
Big, drilling him down face first. Super Fro, big elbow to his partner.
Roundhouse to the gut, and Super Fro in a pump handle DDT. Cover applied, And Young Boy just drills Super Pro with a knee to the gut. Ooh. Stephen Lust with a very well-placed super kick is standing tall right now. And he's looking to pull in the Johnston faithful behind him.
Trying to set up for the Abba Zabba. Super Pro brushes him off. Blind tag to Young Boy. Lust not realizing it.
A blatant gouge to the eyes throws off Lust. A bit of soul food and a double knee backstabber. What a vicious combination. Will it be enough? EJP just in the nick of time breaks up the tag. And this is starting to get chaotic here. We are in the 8th inning, if you will, folks.
We are in the 8th inning, Bobby Rossi. We are almost at the final one. This match is unreal.
And much more now.
Wait a minute.
Gianni has actually found himself back on the apron here. And Tim McDonald knows damn right well that the Freebird rule is not gonna take place here tonight.
Young Boy and Peter Gianni right now getting in the face. Not realizing, shoving Young Boy into Gianni, wiping him out. How about this? AJP winding up. Perfect Strangers drilling him down, going for the cover. We got new champs. What a match for AJP and Stephen Lust. What a moment, but Bobby Rossi. AJP is not really Stephen Lust's tag partner here.
Well, I mean, look, that's not how they're known here in competition at RWA, but the Perfect Strangers have been known to be tearing up the region as a tag team in many other promotions. But what you're talking about here begs the question, how is this gonna, where is this gonna place Nick Marchand? I mean, he's been tagging up with Stephen Lust here at RWA for the better part of a year, if not longer. I would imagine he'd feel maybe some sort of way about this. But hey, if I were Nick Marchand, I'd be happy for my tag team partner. I'd be happy for Stephen Lust. And I sure as hell am happy for Stephen Lust as Bobby Rossi sits before you right now. A little bit of justice here at RWA Spectacle 2025.
It's been a moment since we've seen AJP with some gold in the RWA, and this one looks right. Congratulations to the Perfect Strangers, your new RWA Tag Team Champions.
Folks, this has been a very special event, but don't you go anywhere because as mentioned earlier on this afternoon, our Fatal 4-Way will be for the recently vacated RWA Championship title. And that will be next.